You're probably here because you just saw that two-stroke swing Drew and I pulled on Connor O'Reilly. Now, back nine, preserved, brought to you by Microsoft Teams. Let's get it.
Quick apology for the lack of videos, but I spent the last week in Minnesota for the Preserve Championship. Maybe you even heard my voice at the press conference.
Jefferson from the disc golf world. Ricky, we saw you cash a WSOP event. Is there one memorable hand you can tell us about?
Who am I kidding? No one watches that thing. But what you may have seen was the front nine battle between professional disc golfer Connor O'Reilly and the disc golf world.
It's me versus the disc golf world. I got Jefferson and I got Drew with me today. Jefferson, also, you just started a new spin-off channel. Tell me about that one.
I just Berdogi, man. There's not a lot to say. You just gotta watch it. You gotta watch to enjoy it.
I don't even know how to describe this channel if I wanted to. And being put on the spot like that, I'm satisfied by that answer. But what I'm not satisfied with was the predictions our so-called friends made.
I think it's going to be close, but I think Connor beats you guys.
That's fucked up to say.
Sorry.
Swiss prediction.
Connor by 2.
I'm going to say me by 4.
Some uncle I have. At least Drew gave a fair guess.
Win by 20, probably.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you to go watch the front nine over on Connor's channel. For those that refuse to watch the first half, shame on you. But good thing I have you covered with the recap. Hole 1, we learned the win was going to be, how do I say this? A bitch. Lost a stroke, but even worse, I missed the fucking Mando on 2. Yeah. Laugh all you want, but I wasn't even warmed up yet. Connor smashed a 45-footer on hole 3 to go up by 3. Despite popular belief, this is right where we wanted him. Then both teams take a par, birdie, par, only for Connor to sneak in a stroke on hole 7. Did someone say head? Wind? Because it was ripping on the next hole, which is what I'm sure Connor will tell you made him throw into the water. But it didn't end up mattering, as your boys over at the Disc Golf World do what we do best and missed a circle 1 putt when the door was wide open.
Oh!
Out of my head.
Little did you know, it was all a part of the plan, as Connor wasn't done being wet, and with Drew on your card, I don't blame him.
Ooh, that Connor O'Reilly sig? Hold on, that thing don't fly good.
With the circle 1 putt provided by Drew's drive, I sunk it from the knee, completing the 2-stroke swing.
And in the back nine. Now you gotta watch our video.
Now you're all caught up. Let's check in with how Connor's feeling right about now.
It's all a marketing strategy, you guys. I know if I'm blowing them out by like over a handful of strokes, you aren't going to watch the back nine, so I had to let them get close.
Nice.
Whatever you say.
Two-stroke swing Drew and I pulled on Connor O'Reilly. Now, back nine. Boys, I guess I should show you.
Hey, we got Connor on to let here now for the back nine, so watch out. I'm Drew.
Yeah, that's Drew casually dropping rollers far as fuck. It's what he does. Not even Connor could outdrive him. To be fair, he did go with the new Gorilla Prowler prototype, which is pretty beefy for not here. But who cares? Drew still threw farther. If you were wondering if he would be able to stay in the fairway the entire par 5, well, you'd be giving us way too much credit. We managed to get to our third throw before we both went aggressive turnovers instead of the easier forehand play. Maybe this is why Connor is the professional and I just make YouTube videos. Nah, that can't be it. He does have sick Pokemon stamp discs, I do have to admit, and that's the only reason he put that drive so close. Literally the only reason. Shout out Drew for taking the solo birdie on this one. And yes, for all you thinking it, I did give him a back rub after that hole.
Fucking date. Hole 12, my plan is not miss another Mando today. As long as I can get out there, set myself up for a second shot, Drew could probably hit it, we chill.
Pretty solid game plan if you ask me. And would you look at that? Executed to perfection. Here's Connor to explain how Drew was able to manage that shot because I just can't.
Not only do you have a gap to hit left and right, but you also have a high floor, low ceiling here. So you really got to be precise with your height and your wing angle here.
Connor has a serious problem getting it up, which is why this video is sponsored by...
If I just got him up like a collective 2 inches, I would have made him.
That's why this video is sponsored by Blue Chew.
13's got to be one of my favorite shots. Really ask a right-hand player to hyzer, stand something to straight, and do not blast it into the mighty Mississippi long.
How does dude explain the shot, miss the line, and somehow still end up in circle 1? Fuck it. Hit the people with the code, Connor.
And I always use code Clover20 every time I buy a disc, so.
That's the last free advertisement you'll see on this channel. Because after both our shots look better, we end up in way worse situations. Which is why you can't blame me for trying to play a little offense here. Gotta do something to get back in this shit. The wind dropped Connor's disc, leaving room for our shot.
What smooth commitment. He's a smooth operator. But he chose the wrong disc.
Personally, I would never say the Wild Honey is a bad disc choice. I should have went with the Proto and not the stable one. Good thing I got Drew out here dropping bombs on Connor's head.
Tournament, I'd probably be tempted to lay up from here, but I got 4 strokes to play with.
Just remember that phrase, folks, as Connor tosses his upshot out of bounds after getting cocky. Not gonna lie, I was terrified for this shot, but this is my favorite hole on the course, so you know I had to give it my all, even with the wind fighting me. Set us up for a nice approach.
All right, I got aggressive, kind of backfired here. Down slow behind the basket, so you don't want to go long here. But I got 370 in, so I got to commit. See if I can get the midi there.
Guess you should have went fairway driver, or if I'm being real, anything not Lone Star.
Look at double, y'all.
After seeing that, Drew set us up in the circle with a birdie putt.
I'm going to fling a penny putter, and luckily for me, I can only putt about this far, so I shouldn't be able to go too deep.
I hope after watching this video, Connor learns to stop predicting things because every time he spoke up, something way worse would just happen to him. And yeah, I'm talking about those back-to-back airball putts. At least Drew's miss made a loud noise. I was able to squeak in that putt. Must have been using Clover 10 at checkout. Hey, that wasn't free. I got a birdie with it. Too bad for Connor, he wasn't done missing yet. We even let Noah have a shot at saving him.
You guys ever heard of a 6-stroke swing? Well, now you have. That's all you need to know.
You wondering what Connor just took on that hole? A 10. Basically, all we needed to do now was not fuck up. And after nailing the Mando, we were feeling pretty good. It doesn't even matter if Connor smashes drive so much farther. Drew with the big hyzer sets us up for a long putt. And as Swiss started to say Connor was snagging his stroke, I decided to come alive.
Oh, with the hammer jammies.
You say about what?
Yeah, I have no idea how that went in either. But as Connor said, he doesn't get big putted. He gets inspired with a highlight of his own. And yeah, that definitely should be on his shirt or a Drew Gibson tattoo. With all the confidence in the world, I grabbed a new T-Bird 3, hung it out wide, and let it crash into the circle what felt like a guaranteed birdie at this point.
Connor ain't beating us. You guys all are wrong.
Watching that wonderful shot, Connor did his best to replicate it too. Too bad he was short. But we both would snag the birdies and move on to hole 17, which my own partner had been telling me I wasn't going to hit. Let's just say Drew and I aren't used to being on the same team for things. Too bad for him, I would hit the gap, unlike himself, and even got the birdie, and another stroke on Connor. That would be the nail in the coffin as he would be forced to go for the eagle and instead found the water once again. And all I have to say is, fuck you Noah and Swiss, absolutely no faith in your boys. The disrespect. Shout out to Connor for filming with us at the Preserve. Make sure to go check out his channel as he posts a practice round for most tournaments on tour. If you guys enjoyed the video, hopefully Drew and I will be able to challenge more pros. But until then, you'll just have to wait for the next challenge video with Connor O'Reilly, as we played a rainbow round. I'm just going to say that with no context, so you're forced to get this video to 200 likes to see that one. Probably not, and I'll still post it, but I would still appreciate it. Oh yeah, and if you want to know the type of disc golfer everybody hates, check out the video right here.
Make Drew hit the putt.